Well, hello there. Today we received the WeatherTech Bedliner for our 2025 Jeep Gladiator. And I'm going to just show you what it looks like and how it goes in. It had really good reviews on it, so we're going to give it a go. It should be fairly simple. You just throw it in the bed of the truck pretty much. So we'll take a look at it and see how it looks here. I've always used the WeatherTech floor liners. They're really good. They're made in the USA, which I love. I'll always buy American-made products if I can. I know sometimes you have to buy cheaper stuff. I get that. I do the same thing sometimes. But, you know, for an extra $50 or $60 for something like this to get something made in America rather than chickadee China, I'd rather do that. So it's got this little cellophane wrap on it. We'll pull that off. Now we'll unfold it. You'll see one side that has these little circles on it, and these little circles, excuse me, I can't even speak. You'll see one side that has these little circles on it. These circles go on the bottom on your actual bed of your truck, and they help reduce the impact when you throw things in the back. It kind of disperses the impact, and it keeps this raised up off your bed so air and water can circulate under there, and you don't have to deal with mold issues and stuff like that, and rust if you have scratches already in your bed, which we don't here. This is a brand new vehicle we bought about a week ago. I don't know what this thing right here is. Some kind of little tag. It just says Tech Hold Ball. I don't know what a Tech Hold Ball is. Must be installed 12 hours prior to driving your vehicle. I don't know what that is. So we'll just put that in the pocket. All right, so now we'll figure out which side is which. Here. I think it might go this way. Yeah, okay, so we'll flip this around here. And on this particular one, on this vehicle, the part that says WeatherTech down here at the bottom is going to go towards your tailgate. So the WeatherTech part goes down towards your tailgate, just like that. And the cool thing about this, compared to bed liners that I've had in the past, especially when I was much younger, they used to be just flat across the bottom. They didn't fold up on the sides, as you can see this one does, just like their floor liners do. They fold up along the sides to try to keep items or mud and dirt and that kind of stuff, keep it on the mat so you can clean it off instead of it just going all over the place. So that's pretty cool with this. And they've got all the right cutouts around your anchor points and around your fender wells and all of that stuff, as you would expect, especially from WeatherTech, because all of their inside floor liners are molded around everything, which is cool. So again, this is easy to do. It is, I mean, a little bit of a workaround, working from one side to the other, trying to get it to go exactly where you want it to. because it's rubber, so it doesn't slide around in here, which is good. You don't want it to slide around, but it also makes it a little bit more difficult to put in and get in place. Still not bad. Yeah, it fits in there really good. And because this is a molded rubber, it may not fit exactly perfectly, but as it heats up with the sun and stuff, it'll bend and give a little bit. But I mean, honestly, that's a really good fit. I believe this one was around $250, I think. Let's see. I might have a shipping invoice here. Okay, it was $275. Total was $302 with tax. So for $300, which I know you can get a cheaper brand for around $100, but these had really good reviews. And like I said, it fits really good, and it's made in the USA. So if you live in the USA and you somewhat care about supporting your fellow American, and you want a good product, it's not just about supporting America, it's also a really good product. But yeah, this is it. There it is, put in place. It won't go anywhere. And as I do with most of these things that I do, it's not really a review because I'm just kind of showing you what it is and how it gets put together or gets installed. But if I have any issues out of it, I'll post a follow-up video letting you know what's bad about it. If it's good, you won't hear anything else from me. So if you don't see anything else on this WeatherTech bedliner for this 2025 Jeep Gladiator, then that means it's good. And of course, the reviews, they kind of speak for themselves. They're all really good. So if you're looking at getting one, I would recommend this WeatherTech. It's what I'm going to be using. I just like it over the spray-in bedliner for a couple of reasons. You can get a spray-in bedliner for a few $100 more than what I paid for this. You can do it yourself for probably a couple $100, a little less than this. But that's just a lot of work and mess and hassle. And what I didn't like about the spray-in bedliners is the process they use. Like if you're doing it yourself, you've got to take 800 grit sandpaper and you have to scuff up all of your areas. So you're scuffing up your paint to put the bedliner on it, which the spray and bedliners are great. I've had them in a few of my trucks and they work really well. I've never had one chip or fall off or flake or any of that kind of stuff, but I have heard stories about that. And I just can't see me doing this myself, which I would if I went that route. I can't see myself actively going in here and scratching up all of this beautiful paint just so I can spray that bedliner on there. So this will be sufficient. Because honest to God, I know that spray and bedliner, goes all on the sides and everything. This just covers the bottom. But what in the hell am I going to have way up here hitting all this shit? This bed's not very big. Hell, most truck beds aren't very big anymore. They're like 5.5 feet. Every now and then you'll see a long bed, but you can't carry a whole lot in these beds anyway. So if you need something if you have something super large, then you get a trailer like we have out there under the shop, and you put all that shit on a trailer, which has wooden floors, and it doesn't matter. So this is more for just throwing some things back here, like my son's baseball gear, his bats, things like that. I don't want all that shit to damage my paint. But all that stuff's not going to be up here on the damn sides. It's going to be right down here, and then these little side protectors give it that little bit of extra protection. So this shit's the way to go, in my opinion. So any questions or comments about it, leave them down in the comments section, of course. And the biggest thing is get out there and get it done.